If this is going to be one of the biggest changes that we are going to face in human history, we cannot think with the tools that we used to use in the 20th century.
We can say that we're living a unique moment in history. We're getting to live for longer than ever before. It's a recognition of a fundamental change in our society.
First of all, it's about aging. It's not about the older person. So this is about understanding a focus on the person.
Aging underpins the health of our economies, for certain, quality of life of our elders, and also the vitality of younger generations.
This leads us to quite difficult challenges for policymakers, but for individual citizens as well. We need to review, in fact, completely the way our society is organized.
What do we see in the future as we look at the possibility to live longer? And what are going to be the trade-offs that we need to evaluate? We as policymakers, community leaders, entrepreneurs, voters, citizens, what do we have to do today in order to be ready for an uncertain tomorrow?
If we are having technological change at the speed at which it's occurring, then investing in learning, and for all older people, this is extraordinarily important.
And when you invest, you get a return, and the return is in human capital.
Encouraging responsible and active aging. So we have to talk and promote active participation.
Attitudes towards flexibility need to change, that we should think harder about lifelong learning, training, and skills development.
In 15, 20 years' time, 4/5 of the world's older population are going to be in developing countries.
Outside the OECD, in the developing world, you basically work until you cannot hold the shovel anymore. Which is why we put actually down as a first point, the guarantee a minimum level of social protection.
We need to address that issue. The rich get good services and the poor don't.
If we think of one retiree for each two workers, it is impossible to keep the models as they are today and make them sustainable in the future.
How do we finance social protection systems? How do we finance health systems?
It's all about fairness, distributive justice across world zones, across ages, across generations.
But to get there and to do that, really there's a political dimension to this.
We felt that it was very important that there be a more informed and open debate in our societies about the major policy questions that are arising.
I think we have to be a bit realistic about what we're asking people to do. We should do all of these positive things, but in the end, we need to make choices, and these choices are hard. They're very, very hard.
Huge change is coming, and huge and courageous policies should be put in place in order to be prepared for this.